Hello and welcome guys to this Python tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 ways of using the print function in Python. Hi, my name is Darlington. I'm a software engineer with 2 decades of experience, and I've taught thousands of students how to code and become professional software engineers. Are you ready to learn Python? This tutorial is designed for beginners who want to learn Python and start their journey in Python development. On this channel, we'll be covering all the basics of Python scripting and even dive into some advanced topics like Python for data science and Python web development. Along the way, you'll get a taste of some popular Python libraries and even work on some exciting Python projects. So let's get started and dive into the world of Python programming. First, let's create a new project. So we'll go to File, New Project, put the project name here. Let's call it Print Function. And then you click on Create. Let's minimize this and type a simple message. Print Hello World. I am using PyCharm, but you can use VS Code, Atom, Sublime Text, or any other Python IDE of your choice. You can download PyCharm at jetbrains.com/PyCharm. Just click on the download button here. PyCharm is compatible with Windows, macOS, and Linux. So select your right operating system and download the community version for free. Let's run our program. So you right click, select Run, and as you can see, the print function just printed Hello World to the screen. That's how simple it is. The print function is a simple tool in Python that allows you to show text or any other information on the screen. It requires an argument, which is the text you want to print. The argument can be in single quotes like this, Hello World, or in double quotes like this, Hello World. Now let's add a personal touch. We are going to use a variable in our print statement. So use a variable print statement. Before we move on, just remember that any line in your Python code starting with this hash symbol is called a comment. In Python, comments are ignored by the computer during execution. Programmers use comments to explain what the code does so they and others can understand it better. Alright, so I'm going to use my name, but feel free to use yours. So I type my name in double quotes and then I store it in a variable called name. This is how to store a value, which is a string, in a variable. And now, like this, print name. That's all. Before we run our code, you can also turn an active line of code into a comment by adding the hash symbol in front of it like this. Let's run our code and you see my name printed to the console. To make the output friendlier, we can change it to Hello Darlington. To do this, we add the text hello within quotes, since it's a literal text, and join it with the name variable using the plus symbol. There you go. Let's run our program again. Right click, run, and Hello Darlington. That's me. So now we've learned 2 ways of using the print function. Let me remove the comment from here. In our first example, we use the print function with a literal text Hello World. In our second example, we use a print function with a string hello and concatenated it with a variable name. Now let's try a different approach. We are going to use a comma to separate the values in our print statement. Use a comma to separate values in the print statement. And now the code prints hello, then comma, name. Using the comma separator is a great way to print multiple values on one line. Let's run our program again. Right click, run, and in our third example, you'll notice that an extra space has been added. This is because anytime you use a comma, a space is automatically added. So you don't have to provide a space manually. Just write your first value, comma, your second value. Let's run the program again. And now we have Hello Darlington. Now I'm going to show you 7 other ways of using the print function. These are 10 ways of using the print function in Python. In our fourth example, the sep keyword is used to specify the separator to be used between multiple items being printed. In this case, it is set to a single space, so that hello and name are separated by a single space when printed. Previously, we manually added space in our code. However, the sep keyword in the print function allows you to choose what separates each element in the output. By default, Python uses a single space to separate each element. It's optional, but helpful if you want to customize a separator. For example, instead of separating the element with a space, you can separate them with a question mark or a colon. To do this, you simply pass the desired separator as a value of the sep keyword. In the next example, the end keyword allows you to specify what should be printed at the end of the line after the print statement has been executed. By default, it is set to a new line character, like this, which means that a new line will be started after the print statement. By setting the end to an empty string, it will prevent the print statement from starting a new line. For example, let me clear everything and type print line 1, print line 2. Let me run it. Right click, run, and this is the output we get. Line 1 is on one line and line 2 on a different line. This is because there's always a line break after each print statement by default. When we add the end keyword, comma, end, and set it to an empty string, let's see what happens when we print this. Right click and run, and now you see that line 1 and line 2 are on the same line. By using the end keyword and setting it to an empty string, we are able to remove the default new line character at the end of each print statement and print both lines on the same line. The next example here is my favorite. It is called the F string. F strings are used to print formatted messages without having to use the plus operator. This is the most modern and elegant way to format your print statements. In this example, the name variable is inserted into the string using curly braces. This makes it easier to insert multiple variables into one string. If you have another variable to insert, all you need to do is to add a new curly brace and add the name of the variable. Just like this. To print a number variable like age in the next example, use a comma to separate it from the text in the print statement. The code in the next example here is used to create a line of repeating characters. In this case, the dollar symbol. Let me clear everything and write it again. Print dollar asterisk 10. Let's run the code. And now you see the dollar symbol 10 times. Let's change the 10 to 1000. So over here, we type 1000, run the code again, run, and now we see $1,000 symbols. The next code here will print the result of this mathematical operation. This is a simple way to see the result of your calculations. Let me clear everything. Type it again, print 2 plus 2, run it, and we have 4. Finally, let's print a list. In Python, this is how a list is created. This list is stored in this variable, and so you can print the entire list using this code. It's that easy in Python. Now, let's run the entire program, and there we have it. 10 different ways of using the print function. And that's it, guys. You've just learned the basics of using the print function. And now you are a step closer to becoming a Python pro. If you want to be a Python genius, then watch my next tutorial where I demystify the world of Python programming. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more coding videos. To put your coding skills to the test, watch my coding challenge videos and see just how far you've come. And if you are serious about taking your coding skills to new heights, check out my complete Python course on infosource.com. For a limited time, the first 200 students to enroll will receive a generous 50% discount. Don't miss this opportunity to advance your coding journey. Head to infosource.com and start learning now. And now, my bonus video. This is too slow. You are no good. Get out. Yes! 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 Yes, I got it! This is world record. This is world record. I want to throw a challenge out there. If you think you've got what it takes, if you can beat this record right here, then post a comment in the comment box and I will contact you for a challenge. See you.